Here we are. We're making 4 different hummuses and we're making 3 different nut butters. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited, you guys. Let's get going on it. This is the Medical Medium Cooking Show. I'm excited because I can't wait to make these recipes. I'm going to show you a few things we got going on right here, which is really cool, all right? So I got some mustard greens. That's a leafy green that I want. It's really spicy, by the way, that I want to show you how to use with hummus, which is really going to be cool. I got some kale right there, which is exciting. And then what I have is arugula. I got parsley. I got sage right here. I got rosemary. I love when rosemary is just like this, when you actually pick it off like that. Usually what I do is something different, but I wanted to show you the whole thing, and I'll talk about the rosemary a little later. Got the celery, got lemons. I got a whole bunch of different stuff here. Lots of stuff to show you, actually, because we're going to make 4 hummuses, right? So it's awesome. And then I got the nut butters, the roasted nuts, ready for the nut butters. How cool is this? Right? So I'm going to get started right now. I'm just going to prepare a little garlic. I just actually took off the sheath of the garlic, and now I'm just chopping it up a little bit because I'm making a chickpea, garbanzo bean chickpea right there. Can you see that? There you go. Perfect. I'm making that hummus first. Now, if you're wondering what other hummuses I'm making a lentil hummus. I'm going to be making cannellini bean hummus. I'm going to make a black bean hummus too. So it's going to be incredible. So let's get going. So much to show you guys, so much going on here. So I'm going to move these. Check that out right there. So I want to see if you can see that pretty clear. These are the garbanzo beans right there. Now, I don't like store-bought hummus. I was talking about that earlier. I could talk about that later too. Store-bought hummus will have natural flavors in there, which is toxic. It'll have citric acid in there, which is toxic. It'll have nutritional yeast in there, which is toxic. So this is really healthy hummus. And this is the hummus that I make for friends and family and anyone that's coming over or something, or for holidays, which is exciting too. So let me move that over. And I'm going to get the MM1500 over here. Now, so many of you guys have the MM1500, and you probably already make your own hummus. So I'm doing that here. Excited. So I'm going to start out with firing it up. Let's make their garbanzo bean hummus right off the running. This is awesome. That's all I can say. So in this one, it's going to be garbanzo beans or chickpeas, same thing. Garlic, lemon, chili pepper flakes, what else? Cumin, and sesame seeds. Now, check this out, you guys. I got sesame seeds here. So I have sesame seeds right here. And let me get this off because this kind of gets all noisy in the machine. Let me take that out. So the sesame seeds I put into the machine instead of see, because what happens is hummus is really fattening because it'll have a lot of different oil in it or fat in it. There's either a lot of olive oil or canola oil. When you buy store-bought hummus, it usually has the canola oil in it. So that's the big thing with that. So, and I don't like that. It'll have a blend of canola and olive oil in it. So when you buy store-bought, or it'll have a really low-grade tahini. So what I like to do is just get the sesame seeds. And when you get the sesame seeds, you can do it that way. It's so much better. And you put it into the machine when you make your own hummus. So that's my favorite way of doing it. So let's drop some beans in here, some garbanzos. There we go. I like to drop some seeds in here too. Now take a look at this right here, which is really incredible. We'll do a close-up on here as well. Let me cut a lemon. Do you see how incredible it is? You can make a fat-free hummus with no oil, no tahini, no anything. And the machine makes it in a way that I've never seen a blender make it. I've never seen anything make it. It's that incredible when I even think about it. So I'm going to drop some more garbanzos in. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice in here too. I'm going to put some more sesame seeds. You know, when I have people over during the holidays and I make it in front of them, they're always like blown away. They're like, Medical Medium, you're at it again. You know, like you're doing the coolest thing. So I'm dropping some more sesame seeds in here, just like this. You gotta think about it. How you're just using a little bit of sesame seeds. You're not drowning it in oil and sesame oil or anything like that. It's so incredible when you even think about that. So you're watching those garbanzos come right out. Now you can actually put a little bit of salt if that's what you like, right? Let me get a little bit of salt. If you want a little pinch of salt in here too, get a little pinch of salt in there. Add some more garbanzos. These recipes are incredible for every day. It's not just holiday. This is every day. You know? That's how great these are for people, friends, family, children. And it's so easy. So you're watching how the garbanzos come out of the machine, which is so incredible. I'm going to drop a little bit more in here, like this. I'm going to drop a few more sesame seeds. Just think about, like, you're just using the sesame seed. It's incredible. A little bit more salt and a little bit more lemon. It's amazing, really. It's actually amazing. Now, I'm also going to add some spices. You can mix the spices in later. So I'm going to add a little bit of chili pepper flakes. There we go. That's it. You can make as much as you want. Saves you money. It's less expensive than buying it pre-made in the store, which is incredible all on its own. So there you go. No harmful additives. Natural flavors are harmful in all products. It's one of the greatest scams. If you've heard the Medical Medium podcast, that Apple podcast, I talk about the natural flavors. So there you go. We got some hummus. I mean, you don't have to just do this for the holidays. You don't have to make it for then. You can make it for at any time. And you just mix it. You can put some spices in there too. So what I'm going to add is a little bit of chili pepper flakes right here. Pop a few on. Put them in my hand and sprinkle a few in there. I like it spicy. I like it hot. I don't know about you guys. I'm adding a little bit of cumin in here too. Cracking that in here. And so I'm going to move these out of the way a little bit. This is some kale. It's kind of in the way here. There we go. So can you guys take a look at that? So I'm going to mix up those spices in here. So what's incredible is this isn't a hummus that's greasy, that's loaded with oil, that's loaded with really high fat, because that's what the hummuses are. It doesn't have nutritional yeast in it, which is toxic. I know there's many of you guys that eat nutritional yeast and you don't know about the Medical Medium information about nutritional yeast. Just don't judge me on that right now. Maybe like another day kind of learn about it and be like, okay, let's look into that with info. But either way, and if, look, I'm not judging you either about if you buy a hummus and it's got nutritional yeast in it or it's got natural flavors and citric acid, fine. I'm not judging you at all as a bad person. You're a good person. You're just buying a hummus that you may not know but isn't good for you, even though you think it could be good for you. And that's the really kind of tricky thing all about it. Now, you can put fresh herbs on your hummus. So I just mixed it up like this just to get everything in there a little bit. And then there you go. There it is. Now, I'm going to put it in a little bit of a little bowl here. I'm going to get a spoon. I'm going to scoop it out. I think I'm going to put some fresh parsley on top to give it like a really nice look too, and a little extra parsley flavor. Laura Atkinson asked over there on Facebook, what machine are you using for that? I'm using the MM1500. Here it is. It's 25% off right now. The link is in the description. And what this machine does I think a lot of people, a lot of you guys might have this machine and you already know, but what it does is it makes a lot of things. It makes salsa, hummuses, nut butters, nut milks, ice cream. But something that's really important too is it makes green juice and it makes celery juice and it saves you money because it squeezes the juice out. I'll actually make a little juice too. Okay. So I'm going to pop a little parsley on here if you guys don't mind. Let's see. Here we are. Let me just chop some up. Maybe we can take a look too. I'll give you a close-up on that as well. See if we get our cameras working. There we go. So we got our parsley. And the parsley, I'm going to sprinkle it right on top of here. Okay. Now this is going to go right in here. So I want to give you a close-up on that, you guys. So on IG, can you see that? And then here you go. How does that look, you guys? So that's the hummus right there. Now think about how incredible that hummus is. Because one reason, it doesn't have all that oil in there. So you're not bogging down your liver with all that oil. And hummuses have cheap oil in them, store-bought too. So what that means is spoiled oil, right? Rancid. It's bulk. It's for, big purchases for the company to actually just put it in, each container. It's just, you don't like that. It's not a good thing. This is homemade. This is actually clean, which is really incredible. And it doesn't get any cleaner than that. Okay. So you can buy your chickpeas garbanzo beans. That's a really good focus right there. It's fantastic. And you can actually make the cleanest hummus you ever want it to make. And you still have that sesame behind it because I used the sesame seed. And the sesame seed was pulverized in here. So it's not like it's whole seeds now. That's what's incredible about the machine. You're actually looking at pulverized sesame seeds when they went through here. And that's the nice subtle flavor behind there that's really nice too. So megajuicers.com, they're having the biggest sale of the year right now, just so you know. It only goes for a couple more days. This is the MM1500. Stick around because your mind is going to be blown when I make nut butters, because my mind is always blown when I make nut butters with the MM1500. And I'm also going to show you how to save money with the juices too, because food costs are up. The MM1500, all it does is pay for itself over and over again. Pays for itself and pays for itself. So I'm like pumped up about that. All right. Let's make another hummus, which would be really cool. That's next. Now you might not be making 4 different hummuses when you make a hummus. You might make one that day, and that's the one you make. So we're doing more than that. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to do the cannellini bean hummus. So get ready, because that is next. I'm excited. All right. So the cannellini bean hummus, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some fresh herbs in this one. So I just like the way it looks with the fresh herbs, the cannellini beans. I'm going to use some arugula. I'm going to use some lemon, some parsley. What else? Sesame seeds again. And I'm going to use some black pepper and a little pinch of salt in this one. So let me just get the black pepper just ready for a little later, which is really cool. I got the salt, the black pepper right there, and I got my herbs. So on the herb front, this is going to be a fresh herb one. So I'm going to add the arugula into it as I'm making it. So I'm going to chop up a little bit of arugula now and just get ready and prep for it real quick. So let's do that. Here's our arugula. So I'm going to chop it up. You can mix it into it afterwards as well, which I like to do. But I'm going to add a little bit in there. Put those stems there. I want to save those. I don't like tossing those stems. They're just so good. Right? Okay, we got arugula ready. What else am I going to put in there besides the arugula? I think that's it. Some parsley too. So let me chop up a little bit more parsley. How about that? Okay. All right. I think what's happening is the juicer's throwing stuff out of focus a little bit. All right, let's see what we got. Let's fire this up. Let's make another hummus. I'm going to drop some cannellini beans in here. Let's just get it moving. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of a lemon on down. Right? I'm going to drop some sesame seeds in here too to get pulverized, which I'm excited about. You gotta think about how very little tahini you need when you're making a hummus if you're just using a little bit of sesame seeds. Like, how awesome is that? When you even think about it, it's so great. Add a few more of these cannellini beans. So let's get this moving. I'm going to add a little bit of parsley in here. I'm going to add a little bit of arugula in here too. There we go. I'm going to add some more cannellini beans. So I'm excited about this one. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit more arugula, a little bit more parsley, a little bit more lemon. Nice. I'm going to add a little bit more sesame seed. The fresh herbs adds the medicine to it. So we're talking about adding medicine into this, really. I mean, that's what it's about. You're making a medicinal hummus right there. Some more cannellini beans. Got a better one right here filled up. There we go. So you're talking about the medicinal factor when you're doing fresh herbs like that. I'm going to add some more fresh herb. Right? Add some more lemon. A few more sesame seeds. I think I'll add even a little bit of salt. So many of you guys like salt, so I just don't want to take that away from you. And you know, company comes over, they want salt. That's it. Family comes over, they want salt. Right? That's when it's like, okay, you got it. I can throw a little salt at anything you guys want. Whatever your heart desires here. So just putting a little bit more of the cannellini bean down in there. You guys, is this not like cool or what? I mean, come on. It's actually so cool. There you go. And you can make as much as you want. I'm just making some small bowls of it. There you go. I'm sure the rest of it comes out. Okay. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I already put the salt in, so I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to this one. So crack a little bit of that black pepper on there because a lot of people love black pepper in their hummus. So it gives it that flavor. We are live right now, you guys. This is not a pre-recorded episode or pre-recorded whatever. We're actually live right now. I get tons of questions about the MM1500 regarding the MM1500. It's 25% off. I wanted this to be a medical medium cooking show because people are also asking me, hey, where's the medical medium cooking show? Where did it go? So, and lately I've been using the machine to actually cook. So I figured, look, let me bring it out. It's 25% off. It's on sale right now, just so you know. Now, what we're doing today is we're making 4 different hummuses. This is the cannellini bean hummus. And we're making 3 nut butters. We're making ice cream, and we're going to make a green juice, which I'm really excited about too. So, here we are. All right, now that's the hummus right there. So I want to just give you a little window into this. I'm going to put it in this glass bowl, if you guys don't mind. This is just an incredible hummus. Now, think about the medicine involved in this one. When you make your own hummus, there's a big difference, you guys. You're putting in your fresh herbs. This isn't like the store-bought kind, right? This is your fresh herbs in here. It's an entirely different situation. So what I'm going to do is move this over. Give you a little window. How does that look right there? So there you go. So that's your beautiful herb cannellini bean hummus right there. Okay. Let's get that inside here. There you go. Take a look at this. That was the second hummus made right there with the MM1500. What do you guys think? Wow. Take a look at that right there with the crudité. Nice focus on that. Incredible. There it is. That's your cannellini bean one. Think about how you're not eating toxic stuff. So people who love hummus, they love it, but they don't realize there's toxic stuff in it. I'm not trying to be a downer about it. It's just real. You know, a lot of people say, oh, there he goes, but I'm actually just trying to be real about it. When I go through the store, or somebody I know goes to the store, and they're just like, hey, let me ask AW, and they're asking me, I'm like, whoa, that one's got citric acid in it. That one's got toxic stuff in it. That one's got nutritional yeast in it, which you guys know is the MSG factor, plus other things. That's got natural flavors and all kinds of stuff, and that's got the bad rancid oils. You're looking at the cleanest hummus right there, homemade, right there with the machine, with your fresh herbs. You're using your sesame seeds, and I have tahini here, so I'll show you one with tahini in a little bit too. All right, let's make another. Which I'm excited about, big time here. Very excited about. All right. Now this one is going to be a black bean hummus. That's next on the list. Let's go. So I got the black beans right here. Now in this one, okay, this is going to be cool. We're going to have lemon. We'll have a little chipotle seasoning, right? Powder. We'll have a little cumin. We'll have a little bit of chili flakes. We're going to make this one hot and spicy. That's what we're going to do with this one. Sesame seeds and garlic. So we're going to pop that garlic in there too. All right. Let's fire it up. Get started. This is why I love the MM1500. So there's going to be a little left over of the cannellini. You can just take that aside, put it somewhere else when it comes out. But there it goes. There's the black beans. Okay, I'm going to squeeze a little lemon in here. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in this one. We got our garlic in there. I'm going to put some sesame seeds in this one too. Here we go. Pulverize those. Get some more black beans. It's just basically doing it itself right there. It's all coming out. Okay, so this one's really spicy. It's got the spicy hot pepper. I'm putting more garlic in. I'm putting a little bit more lemon, so I'm making the black bean hummus right now. If you guys just got here, watch this replay. We're live right now, but watch the replay after. We're still going to make 3 nut butters. We got a lot to do. It's going to be pretty crazy here. So I'm just gently pushing this down. Doesn't really take anything at all. Letting it do its thing. Pop some more garlic in there. Let me put some more black beans in here too. So this is our 3rd hummus, the black bean hummus right here. How do you like that? More sesame seeds. Now you can add a little salt to this one if you want too. You can have them salt free. You have your own free will. You can determine what you want. Amazing. Jan says sick machine. Oh no, it's an insane machine. But you know what the sickest part of this machine is? Right? It's not just the like healthy hummuses and nut butters and nut milks and banana ice cream and everything else and ice creams and sorbets and salsas. It's not just that it makes. What's really sick about it is that when you juice your celery and your greens, you really do save money and the machine pays for itself. That's the sick part about it. That's like the part that just blows me away. Okay, I'm just telling you, like that's the part that blows me away. So I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon in here because I want to make a little bit more black bean hummus. And I'm gonna add some more black beans. You guys, it's 25% off the machine. Check out the link is in the description. It's their biggest sale of the year, and it's only like on sale for 2 more days. Squeeze a little lemon in there and a little bit more garlic. Boom. It's just going through on its own. I'm not even pushing it through right now. It's just going down itself. There you go. Amazing. Insane. Smooth. Right? You can't do that in a blender, by the way. You can't. You have to add like all that oil in the blender. You just can't put like dry beans in there in the blender and make a hummus. It just doesn't happen. But the blender heats up everything too and just burns it all in there, like the friction. This is different. This is like a cold pressed masticating juicer, but it has attachments so you can do this, which is really a blessing. Mary Murphy says, I have this juicer and I have only used it for celery so far. Can't wait to experiment more. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this today, because I never get a chance to show you guys what the MM1500 does. I'm always showing you guys, you know how food costs are going up and produce costs money and everything costs money? I always just worry about that all the time. So I'm just being real about this. I'm always worried about how do I get people with chronic illness to save money? How do I get people to save money? And saving money, it's the only juicer that has such a compression where it actually squeezes out all the juice. And so you buy less celery, less greens, less things you want to juice, right? So it saves you money and it pays for itself. That's what I'm always screaming about. But the thing is that when I'm always doing that, I don't get a chance to show you like what it does. Like it is a sick juicer. Like it's insane actually. So I just made some black bean hummus. Now I want to add some spices and everything to it, which I'm excited about. Okay. For those who are asking, yes, I'm using canned or boxed beans today. I am. You can look at medicalmedium.com and you can check out my directory and you can see which ones I have and everything there. So here is the black bean hummus all set. Now I'm going to put some spices in here. So I'm showing you right here. This is just so awesome, really. Let's get the hot spices into it. So chipotle powder, let's use that. Plowrin says, this looks so cool actually. This juicer is revolutionary with all these different things it does. And it's really incredible. You guys know I'm always just doing this thing where I'm putting some really heat in here. I'm putting some serious hot heat in here. I can't help it. I like the hot, right? Spicy. I'm going to put some red chili flakes in this one too. This black bean hummus is going to be, yeah, it's going to be real hot. Nice. So, all right, let's see if I got everything. Let's put cumin in here. Cumin gives it that real hummus. That's that real hummus flavor. I'm going to pop a whole bunch of cumin in here. I'm going to hit this one hard. Boom. Real spicy, real nice. Everything else is in here too, so we're all set. Let's mix it up. Okay, let's see if we can get this in focus. Ready? Take a look at that, okay? Now I'm just mixing it with a fork, just so you know. I'm mixing the spices in with a fork, right? You guys can see. There we go. This is the black bean hummus. Now what you notice here? This isn't oil. This isn't grease. This isn't just all that oil. Like I just put sesame seeds that were pulverized in here. That's all it was, right? So there you go. Let's get this in a new bowl right here. There we go. Incredible. Amazing. There you go. Let me get a close-up on that right there. Can you guys see that? There it is. That is the black bean hummus. You guys see? Get a good focus right there, I think. So the chili, you can put chili flakes on top, a few, just like this, just to get it to look a certain way. You can put a little bit more heat on top as well. So I'm going to drop a little bit more chipotle right there. If you guys can see, can you get probably a little bit? There you go. Nice close up. Nice focus on that. Now watch this. I am going to trade out my last hummus. I'm going to put this in the crudité. And I'm going to bring the crudité back if you guys don't mind. Boom. Take a good close up on that. There you go. That's the black bean hummus right there. And incredible. So what did we just make? 3 hummuses with the MM1500? Like what? Does that make any sense? The MM1500. I thought the MM1500 only juiced celery. Apparently not. It does more than that. It really does. Let's do a little bit of... Let's just have a little taste. Now I'm going to have some a little later, but we'll get a... Let's see, maybe a red bell pepper in here. And maybe we'll scoop some out, okay? There we go. Guys see that? All right, I'm not going to go crazy eating right now, though, okay? I'm not going to go nuts eating. Let's get moving. We got a lentil hummus to do. Let's go. All right, check this out, you guys. Now, people always say, does AW tell you everything he does in his life? Is he talking about his life? Like, what is he doing and everything? Well, let me tell you something that you guys don't know. One of my favorite hummuses of all to make for family, friends, whatever, that I like to is lentil hummus. By far, one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you a close-up on the lentils right there. These are cooked lentils. Okay? It's a brown lentil. And we're going to make a hummus. So what's going to be in here? This is going to be lentils, sage, fresh sage. How cool is that? Lemon, a little bit of salt, rosemary, and sesame seeds, and what else? Hot pepper, chili flakes. All right, let's go. Nice. Fire it up. Let's go. Lentil hummus. That's a little bit of the black bean hummus left. You can always just clear that out and put that in the hummus that you just previously made. There's nothing wrong with that. Pop some lemon in there. Fresh sage. You're going down, sage. There you go. You're going in there. You're going in the little tube there. Incredible. All right. Let's get these lentils down. I like this whole fresh sage in here. Let's do fresh rosemary in here, too. Whoa. We got a little rosemary in here as well. Let's get some more lentils. Incredible. There we go. More lentils. Let's put some rosemary. Let's squeeze a little bit more lemon. Nice. Let's get sesame seeds in here. Boom. We're making lentil hummus. Real and you know what? For you guys, like for the ones that are like protein fiends, like you can't get rid of the protein law. You're stuck with protein in your head. Where am I gonna get my protein? Where's my protein? You know, like you know how there's people out there, they're just freaking out. Where am I gonna get my protein? Lentils are so high in protein, it is absurd. It's not why I eat them, but they're so high in protein, it's insane. So I'm just letting you know right now, okay? So, this is a lentil sage, rosemary, hummus right here. You can do what you want. Be you, do you, make the hummus you want with all the ingredients and spices you want to make. I'm showing you 4 different kind of hummuses that I make. I'm adding a little bit more. Here we go. Let's put a little bit more sesame seed in here. Do you realize how very little tahini was used with just some sesame seeds? I made all these hummuses, and that's like, this saves you money. I can't even tell you how much money all around to get flavorful food. Like, if anything, and I told you guys the other day that the MM1500-900 came about because how can I get medicine in people who are chronically ill and save them money? that was all it was about, is how do I have people save money so that it pays for itself, because I couldn't find that out there with all the juicers I would purchase all these years. I couldn't find a juicer that paid for itself. It just seemed like it was a monster that was costing money, and people don't realize that. It was like it never paid for itself. And so the MM1500 900 was designed to make it so the consumer was not only getting medicine, because that's what I wanted. I wanted medicine in people. The other thing, I wanted it to pay for itself. People are always saying, well, they have problems with like resources and stuff like that because they don't have any money or resources, and how are they going to heal if they don't have things? Well, that's what it's about. It's about finding other options, creating other options, you know? And that's what it's really about. It's about saving money where you can. It's about saving money. I mean, I worked with so many people for so many years, and it's like, not everybody is rich out there. I know the other juicer companies think that everybody's rich, but they're not. Not everybody's rich out there, okay? So how can we heal and do it in a way that we can save money and everything? And that's what it was really about. It's a cold press masticating juicer. It does so many things. Anyway, so let's actually do this now. This is the lentil hummus. Now, with the lentil hummus, I'm going to add a little bit of salt in there too. Okay, for the people that love salt. Now I'm going to put some dried hot pepper in here. This is a sage lentil hummus. Sage and rosemary one. I'm adding some red hot pepper flakes. There we go. Just mixing it up a little bit. And in a bowl it goes. Exciting. This is the lentil hummus. So I just made you guys 4 hummuses. Or I made myself here 4 hummuses. What am I going to do with all this? I know what I'm going to do with all of it. Okay. Give you a little window into this. There it is. It's a beautiful lentil hummus. That's it right there. Incredible. Seriously. Ready? Here we go. Back onto the crudité display right now. Here we are. So what you're looking at right now is a lentil hummus. Right there in the crudité. I'm going to grab a radish real quick. Do you guys mind? And I'm going to taste the lentil hummus. Yep. Boom. So good. Insane. That's good. Incredible. Love it. I'll show you real quick these 4 different hummuses. Let's get them all out. All right. Got the black bean one right there. Cannellini bean one right there. Garbanzo bean chickpea one right there. Lentil one right there. All 4 right there. Incredible. So you guys, I'm going to just do a little cleaning up in front of you here. And we're going to make nut butters. 3 nut butters. I got the nuts toasted. And we're ready for some roasted toasted nut butter from the MM1500. So let's do it. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way, if you don't mind. So I'll do a quick little cleanup as well, okay? Got a question right there. Difference between a 900 and the 1500. The 900, you can juice your celery and you save money because it's pushing out so much juice and the pulp's coming out that dry pulp, right? That's the MM900. You can put greens. You can do green juices. You can do your celery juice. And that machine can take a beating. And that's something that people don't realize. People who juice, they'll have a juicer for like 5 years. They only use it once a month. Maybe they use it for 3 months in a row and then never use it again. And so it sits there, right? The medical medium community and like me, I juice every day. I'll juice multiple times a day. I juice every single day, 7 days a week, every year. And so what I love about the MM900 and the 1500, the engine supersedes anything I've seen out there. So it's the power of the engine and how it's well built, right? Because what happens is you may get a worn out part, but then just call the company, get a new part, right? You may get a worn out part, but the juicer has paid for itself over and over again. You have saved money and saved money and money because you're using the heck out of your juicers. You try using the heck out of some of the other juicers out there, they break down and the whole engine just breaks. Everything breaks about it. These are made to get the crap kicked out of them. They're made for juicing every day, and that's what I do. And they save money. So the 900 is for like the green juices and for the celery juice, okay, which is incredible. The MM1500, I'm showing you all the other stuff, which is amazing all on its own. All right, so I'm just doing a quick little cleanup right here, if you guys don't mind. These are my personal recipes. I work on getting them. Look, these are my personal recipes that I do. Go to medicalmedium.com. You can get the recipes there. Oh, hold on here. So I'm just going to do a little more cleaning. I will work on getting them at medicalmedium.com. That's what I meant here. All right, so I'm going to remove this just for easiness. You can clean this really quick, but I don't want to waste your time giving that a quick clean. So let's make some nut butters right here. Now, if you guys just got on here, I just made 4 hummuses, but what I'm going to do too is I'm going to make nut butter. I'm going to make banana ice cream. And then I'm also going to make some celery juice too, some green juice. And I want to show you what I do with leafy greens because people don't know how to use leafy greens. They're not incorporated enough in people's diets. I don't care how clean they eat. They're not doing enough leafy greens. So let's see. Here's a question from Mocha. So is the 1500 more powerful? No, they're just as powerful. It's just that the 1500 offers all these other things. Like you can make the salsas, the hummuses, the nut butters, the nut milks. You can make like all these different things, the sorbets, the ice creams, right? And then you can do your green juices too. But the 900, you can do your green juices and your celery juice still just as powerful. They're powerful machines. Okay, get ready for this. We're going to make the first nut butter. And let's see which one we're going to start with right here. We're going to start with cashew butter. Take a look at the cashews. Let's get a quick look on that. I just toasted these. If you take a look at them. So these are toasted. You can kind of see it too. They're a little toasty looking. If that actually, if you know what I'm saying. Right? Okay. Now, before we go into making this, I want to show you something. This is going to be an education for a second. You gotta check this out. Brenda says, can a normal juicer make these things? No, they can't. A normal juicer cannot make these things. It's the MM1500, and a normal juicer cannot save you money when you're juicing or save you money in foods. This is to battle the rising food costs that were starting to happen in 2019. So in 2019, food costs were rising, and I was worried about people with chronic illness being able to heal themselves and save money. That's how these were created. There was a real mission and real love behind it. Or I would have been the juicer guy for the last 30 years. If it was just me to be a juicer guy, like, hey, AW is now a juicer guy, I would have done that for the last 30 years if it was just about that. But it wasn't. In 2019, the mission was, oh my God, food costs are going up and up and up. How do we do this? Like, how do we heal people? And so a juicer is a medicine maker. And then when it's done right like this, and it's squeezing out everything, including those nutrients, everything gets squeezed out and you make your medicine, it has to be good and it has to save you money. People were struggling to buy celery because their juicers were wasting the money. So people were struggling. They'd have to buy so much celery, but they needed the celery juice to heal their conditions and symptoms. Do you see the problem we had? It was like Spirit and Compassion and I were like, okay, they need their herbal medicine, which is the celery juice. It's already saved so many lives out there. But let's do something to actually help people, because I saw people going into the store and buying a lot of celery and then running all that celery through all their juicers, including the fancy ones that are out there now that you see every day right now with ads and influencers. And it was just running all that through. Yeah, they'd have some juice, a pile of juice, but they were spending this much more money, right? And so what happened was, it was like, how can we do this? How can we get medicine, herbal medicine in people, have them save money, have the machine pay for itself, and for them to heal? And now we have the brain shot therapy, which you need a juicer. And the brain shot therapy is incredible because it's there to help people heal. You know, it's in the Brain Saver books. And so you need a juicer that's saving you money and allowing you to heal yourself. That was the mission. It was about getting all the juice out of the wild foods and herbs, out of the herbs, so you have medicine in extraction. So these were the medicine extractors. And so the goal was, how do we do it where it's incredible, where the metal isn't touching itself? I saw somebody make a comment a while back after I talked about the MM1500, and they said, oh yeah, you're just a salesman. And they were like, yeah, metal, touching metal, whatever. Oh yeah? The juicers out there either have they just get all dull. Where do you think all that metal goes when that centrifuge is doing this? Where do you think all the metal goes when the parts are rubbing each other? It goes in you. In the medical medium community, they use juicers every day to heal themselves. So I didn't want that metal involved. It's like, there's a lot of thought that goes into all of it, is what I'm saying. But we have a lot to make right here. And also the MM1500's quiet, and the MM900's quiet, and they're easy to clean. And when you make salsas, it's easy to clean. And when you make nut butters, it's easy to clean. And when you make nut milks, it's easy to clean. Like, it's insane how easy to clean it is. So I just want to be real with you guys. Like, what is this about? I could have started a juicer company 20 years ago and been known as the juicer guy and sold 1 trillion juicers in the last 20. I didn't want to do that. It's specific. It's for people who are trying to heal themselves, who need the medicine, who are chronically ill, who may not have a lot of money, they're not rich, and we got to get the medicine in them, you know? And so, and I didn't even start my own juicer. So I don't have a medical medium juicer. I could have started a medical medium juicer, you guys. Do you know this? Where it was instead, I'm helping Omega, like, get their juicer out there that they created. Like, I'm actually helping them to get it out there for people. And they created it in the light that I was hoping to help people to save money and everything. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I want to show you something that'll blow your mind. What are you looking at? Can anybody tell me? I took the label off, but it's like this with every nut butter. It's not this specific one I have right here. But you see the label off. I'll get a close-up on this, right? See the label off. But what do you see now? You see oil sitting at the top. So let's get a close-up of that. Do you know what you're looking at, some of you guys? See? Now, yours may not look like that yet because it didn't sit long enough, because it was still mixed. The oil and the nuts or seeds were still mixed. But this is what happens if you let it sit for a long time. It'll show you the scam. What you're looking at is a scam right here. If you want to be educated about this, it's going to blow your freaking mind. Okay? I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm going to give you this skinny on the nut butter seeds sesame tahini world. I'm going to give you the in. Just like Medical Medium has always done this with podcasts and books, always gave you the in, the no. Okay, you ready? You're looking at a nut butter. Happens to be almond butter. You're looking at that much oil. That oil is not from those nuts. Did you guys hear me? Welcome to the world of Screw Everybody Over. This is why I will only make my own nut butter. Right there. And if you can't make your own nut butter, then I'll recommend the best nut butter I possibly can or whatever out there. I'll try to recommend something. Genevieve says, OMG, what? I'm trying to tell you guys something. We're going to make 3 nut butters. I have toasted, roasted nuts. We're going to make 3 nut butters. Kim Marietta says, you're saying the oil is not from the nut in the jar. Correct. Correct. The nut butter companies and the seed butter companies and the peanut butter companies mix in an oil. And then if it's freshly mixed in, they just did it and it got on the shelf, you won't see it do this yet. But it's still all the same. So the question is right there. I see a question down there. The question is, what kind, Alexis says, what kind of oil are they adding? They are adding a bulk rendition of the same oil. You ready? They did the almonds, but the oil they're adding is not from those almonds. It's from other almonds from some other part of the world that they had to purchase in bulk. A lesser even quality that could even be rancid. And then they put it into the mix. And Spirit of Compassion says, it's time they knew. I'm going to show you what a real nut butter looks like without adding oil to it. So if you're feeding your children nut butters, I'm going to show you the best nut butter you can ever make, anywhere, anyhow, anyway. All right. And just so you know, it's every single nut and seed butter. They add the oil. Oh, I forgot. They add the oil because they can use less nuts. We're going to charge you $16 for that almond butter jar, $18. Food costs are going up. We're going to charge you $24 for that organic almond butter. But we're not going to give you that many almonds. You see, what we're going to do, suckers, is we're going to just give you less almonds, jack up the price, and add a whole bunch of oil in there that's cheaper. They buy the oil cheaper in bulk. And then they can supplement the oil into all of the nut and seed butters, all the companies. And then you get less almonds and less nuts. You guys, the vegans don't know this. The vegan doctors don't know this. The vegan experts don't know this. The vegan authorities don't know this. The keto authorities don't know this. The keto trainers don't know this. None of them know this. Another original and unique piece of information, which also gets me in trouble. Because when I go and do this stuff and say this stuff, I get a whole bunch of shit for it. And so, but I always say this, you tell the chronically ill the truth, it outweighs the big kick in the ass that you get. You know, like you got to tell them the truth because you have to get them better. They have to know how it works in the world. And then you can take the kick, you know, the kick and the stab in the back and the kick in the butt. Anyway. Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, you know, people say, oh, he's not transparent. Sometimes people will say that. I see that out there. It's like, how transparent do you want me to be? I'm out here in front of you guys live all the time. I say all kinds of crap. I don't know how more transparent I can be. So let's go into it. Let's make this. I'm going to get some jars. I have a jar. And in that jar, we're going to catch some nut butter. Let's go. Maybe I'll just go with a bowl first. really quick? I got one. So I'm going to grab it right now, you guys. Yep. Let's go. So let's get some nut butters going. And then we're going to put it in that jar. That's actually going to be really fun. All right. Now these are roasted. Now what you're looking out there that's coming out, take a look at this. I want to show you this. I'm going to shut off the machine. That's pure cashew butter. But where is the tons of oil that they add? It's not there. That's your real cashew butter for children. I'm just saying, if your children loves nuts or seeds, or your friends or your family, that's real nut butter coming out of this machine. Can you use raw nuts? Yes, you can. I'm just doing toasted because my family loves toasted. They'll come over and they'll actually be like, hey, is it roasted? I'm like, yeah. You can use raw. You can use raw nuts, raw almonds. You can make raw nut butter. Heck yeah. Why not? No one can stop you. You can do it. It's your life. You got your free will. The machine does it. It's incredible. That's what I'm talking about, right? Yes, it's okay to roast your nuts. I did. I just saw a question. Is it okay to roast your nuts? Yeah, I did. Annabeth says that's a great machine. It is for so many reasons. I don't even have time enough to actually tell you all the reasons. It's that incredible. I'm just being honest. I'm making cashew butter. Take a look at this right here. Do another close-up on that. Do you guys see that right there? Is that sick? That's insane. Guess what's missing? You know what's missing? All that oil they add, they take away your nuts, they charge you a ton of money. Didn't I tell you the MM1500 saves you money? I'm not kidding. And they add all that rancid oil that comes from a cashew that's an entirely different place in the world. It's bulk. It's low quality. Christina says, does the oil separation still occur when you make your own? No, it doesn't. Because the oil separation isn't the oil from the original nuts. You guys, I'm trying to drop a big bomb on you right now. Everybody's being scammed. I don't even know what to say. Pyren says, these look different like night and day on YouTube. Incredible. Okay, so I just made cashew, and I told you guys, yeah, Pilly Rin, yeah. I'm gonna make a little bit more if you guys don't mind. Roasted, toasted cashew butter coming on out. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm gonna let it run out now because I want to make you guys other nut butters. Rita LaFleur says, I am blown away. God bless you. But you know what you guys should be blown away about? You know what you should be blown away about? How much money you save when you're doing your medicinal celery juices and your medicinal green juices. Like, oh my God. When you use the celery attachment, it's just mind-blowing. I don't even know what to say. And this saves you money too. Okay, so I'm giving you guys an incredible lesson on nut butters. Kate Ingram says they can say just cashews on the label. Yes, true, and not mention the other oils. Correct. Because in the food world, because I know the food world and how it works, they don't have to, as long as the oil they're adding is a cashew oil. Correct. All right. Okay, are you guys ready to be blown away still? I am going to put this in here. I'm going to get a jar full of this incredible cashew butter. And I'm going to pack it down in the jar. And it can sit in your refrigerator for a long time. And it's just pure and incredible. I'm just doing a little jar of it right here. You can make a big jar of it right here. Kim says, does that machine have different attachments? Yeah, yes, it does. It has the attachments for the celery juice, attachments for the sorbet I'm going to make in a little bit. Long Haul 19 Real Talk says, how long can you store it? A long time. You can have it in your fridge for a very long time. It's as long as you want to store any nut butter. The thing, you know what the difference is? It's real nut butter. That's the difference. And I'm giving it like, I'm putting it in nice little incredible storage jar here. Like to store it. There we go. And then you can pop the lid on it and you're all set. I'll put a little bit more. And you can put it in a bigger jar. I just have these cute little jars, right, you guys? And I'm just putting it here and packing it in there. And that's the nut butter right there. There you go. And you feel it. You feel it's nut butter. Like you feel that. Okay? All right, you guys. I just made pure cashew butter. Let's take a look here. Whoa, what's this? I promise you that oil that's even mixed into your nut butters before it actually settles to the top is not going to be in here. This is pure cashew butter, pure nut butter. This, I told you, watch this from the beginning on how it works with all the nut butters and seed butters out there. I don't have time to probably go over it all over again, but let's do some more. Let's spend some time having some fun. What's next on the list? We are going to do a walnut butter. OMG, I'm excited about walnut butter, and I can't wait. I have my toasted walnuts. You could do raw walnuts. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You could easily do that. Okay, get ready. Fire it up. Let's roll. You know when you're proud of something? This feels good. Like, I knew when these machines were done, and I knew, like, when you save people money and you give them something like, when you give them options for pure food, it feels really good, you know, because it's like, because I always try to put myself in everybody else's shoes. Always. Always. You have to. Okay, so what you're noticing right here, I'm going to shut this off. Check this out, you guys. That's pure walnut butter right there. Without all the rancid additional walnut oil they add into the jar that doesn't belong to those walnuts. Keep that in mind. That's your pure nut butter. You can do raw, you can do toasted. Choose which one you like. Here's a question from Leah. Leah, I'm never buying nut butters again, Dan. Neither am I. Okay. Robin Hansen says, does it need to be refrigerated? Is it soft to spread? Yes, you can refrigerate it. Now, when it's cold, it doesn't spread so easy, right? When it's out of the refrigerator, just leave it out overnight. It'll spread much easier. Okay, now that is walnut butter, pure walnut butter. Let me show you guys. Yep, pure walnut butter right there. And it's soft and you feel it. See how it's soft? Watch what happens. Ready? See how it's turning into like that butter? Without all that oil, rancid oil they put into every single nut butter. There's a major scam going on with the nut butters out there and seed butters. I don't care what company. I'm just saying this is important to know if you're somebody who cares about what you put inside your body. Because that's really what it comes down to too. It's like you need to know what's up if you're going to put stuff in your body. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is get a spoon here. And I'm going to get the nut butter in my jar. Guys, stick around because we ain't done today. We got a lot of like good stuff we're going to do. We are not done. We made 4 hummuses. So pumped up about that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my walnut butter in here, packing it down. Right? Incredible. Let's put a little bit more. There you go. Boom. Walnut oil. Here we are. Let me spread a little bit of walnut butter on a cracker. I have a cracker in front of me right here. I am going to get a butter knife, if you don't mind. I am going to take some of this walnut butter, right? And I'm going to spread it on this cracker. There you go. I'm going to spread one more on a cracker too. Right? I'm going to grab some of this walnut butter. Here we go. Take a look. Take a look, you guys. There it is. Got walnut butter. That was a walnut that wasn't toasted. It's roasted toasted walnuts. There's your nut butters. Amazing. This is the Medical Medium Cooking Show. I just want to tell you, I'll give you a little halftime announcement. You have just entered the Medical Medium Cooking Show. We have a lot going on. We just made 4 hummuses. We're making 3 nut butters, and we got a lot more to do. I'm excited. Genjo says on YouTube, I love your shows. I am completely honored. I promise you, I truly am. I'm honored greatly indeed, and I am at your service, the Medical Medium Cooking Show. Pretty cool. Someone asked, Love Life Design asked, what machine is this? The MM1500. Link is in the description. Link is in the profile. The sale is only on for a couple more days. It's 25% off. It even comes with the Cleanse to Heal book. Don't miss out while you can. And I promise you this, you will save money, whether you know it or not. That means you'll be juicing and not even know, and you're saving money because it saves you money. Instead of the other juicers don't. I'm not trying to harp on the other juicers. It's just that the other juicers and influencers with the other juicers are trying to basically get into the medical medium community, and they're just trying to sell these other juicers. And then everybody spends all this money on not only the juicer, but all the produce and everything. And it's going to be one costly venture. The idea is to save money, and that's what these do. I will repeat things for new people because I'm trying to be patient, and I want people to actually have that opportunity. So new people coming here, if you notice, some people will say, how come he repeats himself? Well, I repeat myself because new people come in here and they don't know what's going on and they have questions, and I want to be nice and answer them. Okay, you guys, let's make another nut butter. Here we go. Next nut butter on the list is almond butter. Who likes almond butter? That's what I want to know. I got some almonds here. They're roasty, they're toasty, they're ready to go. We're making our 3rd nut butter. I'm excited about that. Before I click on the machine though. So yeah, you guys. Walnut butter sounds lovely, Ruth said. Incredible. We're always live. These are not pre-recorded, and people come on asking questions, and that's why I repeat myself. And so then I'm guilty of the crime of repeating myself. And then you'll hear in reviews and comments how he always repeats himself. It's like, dude, 99% of my stuff is live, and people are coming on, and I'm just trying to be helpful. I want to be helpful to new people. And I know that some people are very disrespectful when they say he's repeating himself. You shouldn't watch him. It's like, dude, don't be disrespectful to people that are sick and that are chronically ill and they want help and questions answered. All right. Doing the best we can. Now, almonds, roasted almonds, really tough. So what you notice, if you throw in a whole bunch at the same time, you could get like a jam, and what you do is you do the reverse on there, and there you go. So I want to show you guys. Every time I do the almonds, and you put too many at once, so just give it a second here. All right. There we go. All right, hold on. Raw almonds will never do that, but you're all set. When you do almonds though in here, right? Don't drop a whole ton down like I just did. Do it this way. Feed them in slower because roasted, toasted almonds are so tough that you have to actually, work with it a little more finesse. Look at this. I want to show you something, guys. This is just incredible. Now, I love making roasted almond butter with this machine. Watch this. This is pure almond butter coming out right here. Cold Light Spring, I've noticed the people who always criticize, they don't really follow MM. Correct. They don't know the books. They don't have the Brain Saver books or any books. You guys, take a close-up on this. See a close-up on this, you guys. Look. What do you think? That's straight roasted almond butter. The pure stuff. It's coming right through. See if I can get a little bit of a focus on there. There you go. Look at that. Incredible. Wendy says, your patience is incredible. That's how we learn. We need to hear it more times. Thank you, AW. You're welcome. Someone said, what kind of cracker? Check out medicalmedium.com. Look at the directory, and you can find like a cracker or anything else you need. So what I'm doing here is, as you can see, you got to feed the almonds in slower when they're roasted. Almonds are really, they become like rock hard. You know how it goes with almonds? And you just got to feed them like this and take a look. The almond butter's coming out. Look at that. It's just amazing. That's your almond butter. I want to show you the difference between our almond butter that we're making right now and the almond butter. You got to just drop these in like this. Take a look. Sharu says, I love the purple lights. Got some purple lights in the back. Yeah, I love them too. Lupus free with celery 333. Yes, I saw an article a nutritionist wrote criticizing Medical Medium, and she did not even read the books. Too bad. She deters others from reading them too. Yes, she does. This is how it works, right? This is how darkness works, in the alternative field of medicine. They write articles when they don't even know anything about celery juice or Medical Medium or the books, in hopes that 1,000 people will read the article and never do Medical Medium. That's what they do. And it happens everywhere. And then an influencer will do it, and then a news station will do it, and then a media source will do it, and then another media source will do it, and they'll do it over and over again until people get turned off from even thinking about using Medical Medium, right? But what are you going to do? You just put out the best books ever in health, and you pray that angels or some divine source or God or a friend or anybody tell somebody about Medical Medium. Kim says, hearing the crunch is satisfying. Haha. Yes, it actually is. So we're doing some almond butter. I love it. We're making some nice almond butter right here. We're going to fill a jar. There we go. Boom. Okay, guys. We have made almond butter. Roasted almond butter. And we are going to put it into a jar. I have a jar right here. So, first of all, I want to show you, give you a close-up right there. See if we can get a focus on it. There it is. That's your almond butter right there. Roasted almond butter. I'm going to get it into the jar. Like this. And I'm going to press it down in with my fingers so to get the air out. You can store this forever in your refrigerator. I mean, not forever, but okay. Try not to store it in your fridge for 10 years. But I've had one in my fridge for 2 years. And I took it out and used it. So I'm just saying, like, use your own discretion in the sense of, like, how long you think you can have it in your fridge. But I kept mine in there for a long, long time. Do you think you'll get enough consumed in a few years, like out of one jar. Here's a little jar. I'm just actually topping it off right there. There you go. All right. What you see is some almond butter right there. Wait. Which one do you want? Do you want that one? Or do you want the store-bought one that adds the extra oil from almonds from a different place, bulk? You don't want an almond butter that has 50 different almond oils that were stored for God knows how long in factories and warehouses and were used to actually fulfill a need to lessen the other stuff. I mean, it goes rancid. So what you're looking at is rancid oil that's added to all the nut butters and seed butters out there. So personally, I would like real nut butter, and I would rather have that instead of the rancid stuff that's added. So I got my nut butters here. I have 3 nut butters. Let's do a last little look on that before we move on. Okay, here we are, guys. We are. Got them right here. All right, so the next thing we're doing is, you guys don't mind if I make a little celery juice? I didn't have any yet today. Didn't have any celery juice yet today, so that's next. Let's make some celery juice. I might even throw something else there in there. Okay. This is a major project here. Got a lot going on. Joel says, "What's up, Anthony? Signed up for the Light Blast yesterday, and I'm super excited. Yay! Incredible." Courtney M.A. says, "AW, your skin is gorgeous." Thank you very much. Okay. Cornelia says, "These nut butters could be a nice Christmas gift." Yes, indeed. You can make them, throw a lid on them, and boom, you have a nice Christmas gift. Mostly crunchy. Wendy says, "I'm making my celery juice right now as well. Cheers." Okay. Are you beating me to it? Oh, no. 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 I think you're beating me to it. Come on. You're making it right now? No. I have to hurry up. Let's make some celery juice. I'm excited. All right. Why have the MM1500 make your celery juice? Because you're going to use less celery. This is a medicine maker. This is an herbal extraction you're witnessing. You're witnessing me making an herbal extraction. What that means is celery is an herbal medicine. When you eat it, you do not get enough of it. You need the juice separated. That's the extraction. You have to juice it in order to get enough of it, the medicine, out of it. So when a registered dietitian, which, you know, there's some good registered dietitians out there that do medical medium protocols. But when a registered dietitian that doesn't know medical medium information or the books does a hit piece, and a media outlet allows them to do a hit piece without hearing my side, or the stories of people who have healed their skin and their body and healed from eczema, psoriasis, and healed from lupus, when they don't allow those people into the article, then they're doing evil. They're doing evil bidding. They are dark. When a media source in alternative medicine chooses not to call up medical medium and say, "Look, I'm going to have some registered dietitians on there to rip apart celery would you like to at least have it equal, where you can talk about what it has done? You know anybody who is healed from celery juice? They don't do that. The alternative source that posts an article, they don't care about the chronically ill, but yet they act like they do because they're an alternative like website putting out articles, right? They act like they care about people. They don't. So they have a registered dietitian or a nutritionist on there saying how celery juice is worthless and science and research has not found anything. Science and research hasn't even studied celery juice. The stupidity is so great. Loving Healing says, anyone that picks up your books knows deep down that the info in them is truth. I think haters are afraid to read them. You know, that's really true. And another thing too, haters don't read the books. Poachers steal info, yes, in the health realm. But yeah, the haters, they don't cite it, whatever. I studied nutrition, medical medium gave me answers, and nutrition couldn't. That's from FSOG. Now I'm just making celery juice. If you want to make a celery kale juice, you could. If you want to make a celery parsley juice, you could. Can you make almond milk with the machine? Yes, you can make nut milks. In fact, it's mind-blowing. And now here's the funny thing. I was going to make nut milks in this video, this episode, even though we're live right now, right? But there's so many things I wanted to show you. Lupus Free with Celery says, someone contacted me to ask how I got a job promoting you. I spread your info because it saved my life. Well, see, that's how it works. It's like, there's so much darkness out there, you guys. If you spent a day with me and saw what I saw, you wouldn't believe it. It's like there's a hit piece on me every other day. There's hit pieces out there that I don't even see. It's just unbelievable. It's private hate groups, you name it. But I can tell you this. They're not used to people promoting something without getting paid. That's why. So they'll just say, oh, you must be getting paid. So what they'll do is a media source, an alternative or conventional, but an alternative media source, just really a rag of a source, literally did an article on celery juice, smeared my name in it, and had some nutritionist or RD on there saying how celery juice is worthless, right? When you think about how awful that is, right? And why does it bother me? Because someone's going to read that and never drink celery juice and never heal. They're never going to heal because they're not going to think they should drink celery juice ever. So they're losing a healing tool, right? So that's what it comes down to. They lose a healing tool. So I'm going to grab a little glass here. Now, what's really cool about the MM1500, there's so many things. So I got some celery juice right here. It's a lot of celery juice. Okay? You can do a close-up on the celery juice too. There you go. Cool. And then the pulp right here. Now what the MM1500 does is it actually gives you drier pulp than the other juicers. And what that does is it gives you more celery juice. So that's where you're saving money. And that's an incredible part about it. And that's what I love. We got more to do, you guys. So I got to make some banana ice cream. I got to get that ready. Michael Moeller says, Susan Craig, I'm really much impressed by your... I don't know why they got to fly up there like that, but most all health info and people in health have organizations and programs that people pay into, right? And then to promote things and get paid and promotion and all that, or affiliate programs. It's not because it really works. And what medical medium information is, it's like people who heal and they tell somebody else or they post about it. And it's just so heartwarming because it's like, I'm healing or I healed and I want to spread the message And they're not used to that out there because influencers and everybody, they're being paid to actually say this product does this, or this thing does that, or this thing does that. And so no one's used to a community that's out there talking about how they healed and they weren't paid to do it. Like, that doesn't exist. It's grassroots. The medical medium community is like a grassroots community that cares about people getting answers and stuff. Some celery juice is really good. All right. See you guys. It's time to make some banana ice cream. So let's do it. So I got some frozen bananas here. Now, I love making banana ice cream. I'm just going to be honest, okay? It's one of my favorite things to make. Got my frozen bananas here. We're ready to make it. Now, what you want to do, if you get your frozen bananas out of the freezer, if they're too frozen, you might want to let them kind of like sit for a couple of minutes. That's usually like, you know, a good option depending on how frozen these are. These are pretty darn frozen. Let's just give it a run. I love banana ice cream personally. It's one of my favorites. I know it's a crowd pleaser for not just holidays or anything, but it's just a crowd pleaser in general. Who doesn't love banana ice cream? Who doesn't love ice cream? But to think that the MM1500 can make banana ice cream, it's like, okay, what else can it do? Like, is this insane? Have I lost my mind? Please somebody tell me. Do I need a psychiatrist? I'll sit down in front of a psychiatrist and be like, yeah, I like to make my banana ice cream. Tell me, Anthony William, what's your favorite thing to do? Well, doctor, I like to make banana ice cream. I can make it all day. Is there something wrong with that? I'm going to make it in a smaller one right now. There we go. Where's my small one? Okay. No, this is perfect. So I'm making a smaller one. Now, I just froze these. So they may not have been like perfectly frozen, but they are pretty much. These were pretty ripe too when I froze them. Lana says, we've eaten many banana ice creams made by the MM1500. It's absolutely divine. Yeah, I love it. That's so great. All right, you guys, something's out of control here. This machine's sending it all out. I got to get it back on here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Lots of ice cream coming out. Okay, there we go. Now, understand that these are frozen, but not solid frozen. Like, they just a little less, but I still like it though. Still amazing. So here's my little spoon here. Incredible. Right there. And I got this one right there too. You want to take a close-up on that too. It just looks really great. But anyway, guys, there it is. Banana ice cream. It's a little melty. I'm guilty of not freezing it long enough, but I do have some bananas in there that are really frozen. I should have probably pulled those out. Sprinkles on top. It's really good. So good. I love it. I hope the show helps. For anybody who has the MM1500, I want you to know how many options you have. You might be thinking that you only can juice celery. And I wanted you to know that, and the ice creams come out amazing, just so you know. This one maybe not as frozen enough, but they come out so incredible. I wanted you to see how you can make nut butters and hummuses. So good. Let me move some stuff around here. So this is the MM1500. It's on sale. A couple more days. You guys don't mind? I'm going to have a little bit of this ice cream. Cold. Brain freeze. If you're looking to get one of these now, it's the biggest sale of the year. The MM1500. 25% off. You get a free Cleanse to Heal book. If you want to get one now, it's the biggest sale right now. So let me get some of this food out. We got hummuses galore. Incredible. We got 4 different kind of hummuses. This is insane. We got nut butters. It's incredible. You guys don't mind? I might actually take one of these. So good. And where's my celery juice? Where's my nut butters? What's going on? I lost everything. Come on, guys. Got some nut butters here too. Cashew butter, walnut butter, almond butter. The real deal. Come on. Got a party going on. Got some crackers here. Crackers as well. Put these hummuses here. That's the lentil hummus right there. It's a black bean one. Wait a minute. No, it's a cannellini bean hummus. Which one's what? I don't know. Messing up here. Here's one right here. Oh, good. Really delicious. You take one of these cherry tomatoes. I'm going to dip it right in here. Incredible. Leah says, what kind of crackers? Go to medicalmedium.com. Check out the directory. Santara says, oh my God, I missed so much. Yeah, we did a lot today. Amazing. Oh wait, this is what I wanted to show you guys. I forgot. What I love to do is to take a piece of kale. Can't believe I forgot this. I like to take a piece of kale here, right? And I like to put some hummus in the kale leaf because it's about getting those leafy greens. That's what you have to think. It's always about getting the leafy greens, right? So if you're going to make your hummus, make sure you make your little hummus boat and you use your kale or your, a mustard green or something. And that's really important to do. Watch this too. These are mustard greens right here. They're really spicy. So it's a mustard green. I'm going to take 2 of these mustard greens like that. Put them together. And then you can put a hummus. Put this spicy black bean one right in the mustard green. You can also take, I got some arugula in here. So I got some arugula in here too. And this is how you can do the leafy greens with your hummus. You're adding in your arugula and you're having your mustard greens. By the way, this is amazing with the holidays. These are party pleasers. All of this. For family. Ready? And then you got here's the leafy green way to do things, right? And that's what I've always done. If I was going to have hummus or anything like that, it's not about a chip in hummus. It's about how do you get your leafy greens in you with almost everything you do. I'll show you. That's the way to do it right there. Okay. So good. That is red hot right now. That black bean, I put way too much hot spice on it. Leigh Barton says, hello, AW. Followed medical medium since August. Whoa. The protocols helped my overactive bladder, numbness on my arm and legs, and my canker sores. Miss your light blast today. Hope I can catch it next time. You are the best, AW. I'm honored you're here. Thing is, you guys, I'm honored all of you guys are here. Because the opposition is so intense with all the hit pieces and everything constantly. It's amazing. That's why I always say the medical medium community is by far the most spiritual. By far the most spiritual. And the most grounded. And the most compassionate. There's no code necessary for the MM1500. Robin Hansen says, is there a code for the purchase of the juicer? No, there is not. You're on Facebook there? Nope. Check it out, the MM1500. No code needed. I am going to grab this piece of kale. And I'm going to actually put maybe a little bit more in here. Guys, I'm going to try the lentil hummus back here. Yep, it's red hot. Sarah Bear, it's red hot. Incredible. Rita LaFleur says, light blast today? No. The registration was yesterday. It got all filled up. 20,000 people signed up in an hour. I wish I could leave that registration open until the light blast. So, you know, there'll be whatever, a few 100,000 people signed up or, 500,000 people, whatever, but I can't. The system that we're using and everything we're doing, I can only hold 20,000 this time. Donna JD says, Anthony, I want you to know that you have literally saved my life. If it weren't for the medical medium protocols, yeah, ... On YouTube. By the way, guys, on YouTube, hit the like or whatever it is if you like the video. Yep. Elizabeth Fisher says, you saved my life. I'm honored. Truly. Check out the Body Swelling podcast, you guys. Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcast. I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself again, but if I don't tell the new people about the podcast, what am I going to do? Never talk about it again? Oh, I'm never going to mention the podcast again because I don't want anybody to think I repeat it myself. Anyway, Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcast. The swelling, fluid retention, lymphedema podcast you can't miss. Get on the newsletter, medicalmedium.com, so you can get notified and get the emails and the free recipes and all the other stuff so you don't miss the possibility of another light blast event in the future or whatever it is. Make sure you sign up to medicalmedium.com to the newsletter. Make sure you listen to the podcast episodes and sign up to Twitter if you can, okay? That would be incredible because no one on Twitter out of my 100 and something thousand followers ever got a notification in the past. So just so you know, our Twitter was non-existent and unusable for 10 years. Just saying. So let's hope we can use it again. All right? Because what I want to do is put exclusive content that I do nowhere else on Twitter. I want to do exclusive content, big time, including things I say, including videos, but I want to put a lot of exclusive content on Twitter because somebody might see it again. Because my Twitter has been kind of on hold for 10 years. Anyway, exclusive content. And, oh, by the way, Telegram, I do exclusive audio messages on Telegram. So I want to let you guys know about that. Pretty cool. So much good stuff. Follow me on MeWe too. So on MeWe, that's another place to follow me, which would be amazing. Because I'm going to do a lot of different material, different exclusive stuff, all of that. And if you guys can leave some reviews on the books. So, Brain Saver. Have you guys read this yet? If you think you're going to read it in one night, all I can say is good luck. And it is impossible. You will not be able to read these two Bibles, that's what people call them Bibles, in one night. Courtney M.A. says the body swelling episode is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Anyway, check out Brain Saver Protocol. Does anybody need one for Christmas? Great Christmas present. Go to Amazon.com US. 40% off. Brain Saver Protocols. Or go to the library. I know somebody that went to the library. They got it out for free. And they gave it to a loved one for Christmas, even though the loved one was going to have to give it back to the library eventually. Still was really thoughtful and really amazing. Okay. Oh, wait. How do you clean your books? Remember? Take a towel. Whatever, paper towel or a towel, right? Dishcloth. Just have it moist, not soaking wet. Just a little damp. If you want, a little touch of soap or something. Or you could use a hand sanitizer or something and you could just clean off your covers because they come dirty because of Amazon's conveyor belt. The publisher ships pristine copies right off the press to Amazon and other places. And then the person receives it in the mail and it's got smudge and dirt and grime all over it. That's from the conveyor belts, the grease. Take your thing, your little towel, and you just wipe off and you clean it up. Nice and good. Comes out great. Uma, pretty funny, right? Yep. Ifty says, I hope you can say something about exercise. I used to exercise very vigorously. 10 hours a week. Whoa. Now on medical medium protocols. It's less than 2 hours per week, yet I'm more lean, more defined, and more stronger because that's what happens. Medical medium information makes it, and protocols makes it so you can actually become a stronger, healthier person. And if you wanted to exercise less, you're welcome to do so, and you'll still be healthier than you were before medical medium when you're exercising more. That's how it works. In a nutshell, maybe I'll do a podcast all about that. You guys, I love you, and I'm going to have like a total feast and pig out is what I'm going to do. And I got some people coming over, some family. So hopefully everybody likes all the good stuff. Love you guys. And I'll see you soon.